Mourning the dead in Egypt. Egyptian Christians head to the Coptic Cathedral of St. Mark's in Cairo after at least 25 people were killed when troops crushed a protest after an attack on a church. It was the worst violence since the uprising that toppled Hosni Mubarak. Inside the cathedral, mourning turns to anger focused on the army. Egypt's military leaders are coming under fire from across the political spectrum for not giving a clear timetable for handing power to civilians. Now, political leaders in Cairo are warning that Egypt is on the brink of a major clash. Presidential candidate Amir Musa.
This is a crisis of great proportions. It could end in civil clashes and could lead to dire consequences. There must be procedures. We are talking about an immediate fact-finding committee with immediate results, and it is imperative that this matter does not happen again. Because this time we are on the brink of a major clash, not just in Maspero, but also in other places in Egypt. Therefore, many of us see that democracy is the only solution. It is the cure, not immediate decisions that are taken with no one knowing anything about them.
The clashes add to the growing frustration of pro-democracy activists with the generals who took over from Mubarak. Many Egyptians suspect the army wants to wield power from behind the scenes, even as it hands day-to-day government to civilians. The ruling Army Council denies this. Cairo University political science professor Amir Hamzawi.
It is a call to all political movements and national powers to focus on the importance of a speedy transition of power to civilians, whether this transition is in the form of a civil presidential committee or in any other form. But the country can no longer tolerate the current situation, which is the sharing of power between the Supreme Council of the Armed Forces, the Cabinet of Ministers, and civilians. It is over.
لان بطلب من كل الناس ان احنا نهدي مش عايزين الناس والمشاعر دي تولع لان في ناس نفسها تشوف فينا كلنا يوم وحش برغم كل الاخطاء اللي حصلت امبارح دي.
Christians took to the streets after blaming Muslim radicals for partially demolishing a church in Aswan province last week. The violence casts a shadow over Egypt's first parliamentary poll since Mubarak fell, with voting due to start on November 28th. Deborah Luderbeck, Reuters.